So a lot of you guys have been asking this question. When are you going back to Disneyland? Well, today we're going to answer that for you.
So yes, we are very excited. And today we're going to be sharing with you guys just all the details of the trip, reservations we've already made, when we're going, where we're staying, all of that.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with the transportation.
How are we getting there?
How are we getting there? So some of you guys know I recently just got a truck in one of our vlogs, and we hinted at the idea of test driving this truck, kind of like breaking it in on a road trip.
Yeah.
And we hinted at the idea of Disneyland. Mm-hmm. And so some of you guys already kind of picked that up a little bit. So some of you guys know that we already planned this trip. But in fact, we are going to Disneyland by road trip, which honestly, it is so nostalgic for me and for Lacey. Because with our families, we did that. And it's just something about it. And flying is so much easier. Like, and we've talked about, like, maybe we should just fly.
We've gone back and forth.
But we're like, because of purchasing the truck, it'd just be kind of fun to do this.
Yeah.
And also, I just want our kids to, like, grasp the excitement of going on a road trip.
So it is about 13 and a half hours from where we live to Anaheim. And we're driving straight through in one day is the plan.
Yep, and we've done it plenty of times before. Usually we do stop halfway through. But this trip, we kind of want an extra park day rather than taking 2 days to get there. So we're just going all the way through.
Yeah, so this will be the first time, though, with 3 kids, one of them being a 2-year-old. So it'll be interesting, but it'll be a memory maker.
Yes. So stay tuned for tips and tricks on traveling with a toddler as well as just 3 kids in general. We're also really excited about all the content ideas we have for this whole trip. We'll talk more about that through this video. Again, these road trips have been nostalgic for us growing up. And part of that, we both experienced our parents surprising us on a Disney trip.
Yes.
And we've done this before with Landon, I believe. Or
and
Landon and Tucker, but it was a long time ago.
Disney
and so,
World.
yeah, we are going to surprise, really the boys and Junie. But we're going to surprise all of them on this trip.
So they don't know.
They have no idea, so don't tell them.
Yeah, if you guys that watch that know our kids locally, don't say anything.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, wait, what? It's been hard because we're already making plans and reservations. And today, actually, Landon overheard a reservation. And Justin's like, yeah, it's actually at a cafe, Starbucks cafe.
He's like, what cafe?
What?
Like, Starbucks cafe. He's like, you going to Starbucks? He's like, what are you going to do? Because I was watching Junie this morning. He's like, is Junie going with you? Like, he was so concerned because he's like, he wants an egg sandwich at Starbucks. Yeah. We played it off, but it's going to be kind of hard.
It's going to be hard.
But we got to keep it.
Yeah, we've already thought through of, like, how I'm going to pack for them and hide their suitcases in my room and all of that. We'll probably film their reactions waking them up. So that's one of my favorite things.
So let's just talk about this. So kind of what we're thinking is it's tradition for us is whenever they have a break for school, we take them to Starbucks the morning of school.
Yeah, and get some breakfast and chocolate milk or something.
And so we're going to act like we're doing that, like we're getting up earlier. We're going to hide the times because Landon's pretty smart. Yeah. So we are going to take their alarm clocks out, hide some of the times. I already have a plan.
I'm trying to think about like the microwave and the oven.
No, or I'm gonna clear it. I'm gonna change the time on it. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Because we have to. They're at the age where they're getting a little bit smarter.
For sure, they'll know.
So we're gonna get up like at 3 or 4. They won't really understand that because everything will be hidden and dark. It's just what it is. We're gonna try to get them to bed earlier that night. Anyway, we're gonna get them up. We're going to school.
And we're gonna tell them that it's like pajama day at school.
Yes.
I'll be like, hey, the school randomly just said it's pajama day or like casual day. You could wear sweats or jammies so that they'll be like, and we're just going to have them go in the vehicle in there, probably like sweats or jammies.
Right.
So we'll see if he buys that one.
I think they will. And then we'll get in there, act like we're going to Starbucks, and then we'll be like talking about how excited we are for their break. And then we'll say, oh, and by the way, like, what do you guys want to do on your break? And they'll say something like, I don't know, this or this. And I'm like, hey, how about we do this instead? Let's go to Disneyland. And that's how we're going to
You're not going to school. You're going to Disneyland. Yeah.
And they're going to be like, what? And then we'll be like, yeah, we are. And they're going to be like, what? And they're like, yeah. And then we're like, what? And then we're like, yeah. And it's going to be this thing. And it's going to be great. We have this idea, but you know, with kids, it probably won't be like that. And it will probably spoil it before by accident. They'll see a suitcase or something, but that's the plan. We do plan on surprising our kids. Like Lacey said, if you are local and you're watching this, mum's the word. But we are very excited. So transportation, surprise the kids. What else are we doing, Lacey?
Let's talk about hotel.
Hotel.
Okay, let's talk about where we're staying at and the hotel. So we've kind of gone back and forth in this area.
This was a hard one.
It is. Yeah. Because if you've watched our recent Disneyland videos, we've stayed at the Grand California, which we love, love, love.
Absolutely love that hotel.
It is pricey, but we love it.
Like when it's hard for me to think staying at anywhere else.
The convenience is crazy.
It's
how
insane.
You're walking out the doors in the park. Anyways. We've also stayed at an Airbnb. It was an Avengers themed Airbnb. It was so much fun. We'll link those vlogs below if you want to check it out.
So because we stayed at the Avengers house, we're like, okay, let's just go back to the resort. We love staying in the resort, and we're thinking about Disneyland Hotel because we've already done Paradise Pier before, but we haven't done Pixar Place. So then we're like, well, maybe we'll do Pixar Place because, you know, we haven't seen it since the renovations. So we're just going back and forth. And then we're like, you know what? We haven't done a Good Neighbor Hotel in a hot minute.
Long time. It was when Landon was a baby.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? For us, in recent, couple years, we've done the Grand, we've done an Airbnb, and then now a Good Neighbor. I feel like we would have a good list of like what we really enjoy going forward, what are good options,
Exactly.
So we are going to stay at a Good Neighbor Hotel. And we found a Good Neighbor Hotel that got pretty good reviews. As far as like the price range goes, I think it's super affordable for where it's located. It's not like super like premier hotel, and it's not dumpy. It's like a good like medium hotel, and it's right across the street. And so we're like, this would be a really cool hotel to explore, to review, all of that kind of stuff. And so we are staying at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott.
And something I really liked about this, because we looked at a bunch, we didn't really want to have one that had transportation. Some of them it has free, some you charge, but we just wanted the ability to be able to walk back and forth, so it was close enough. So this one was, and it was a really good distance. It had everything we needed. So it looks really nice. So we're excited to try that out and just be a part of that. Just the Good Neighbor Hotel and just seeing what that's like again.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
And I'm also really excited to see how long it actually takes just to walk across the street. And so we'll talk all about that when we're there. But we got a junior suite because it's going to be able to fit our whole family really nice. And it was really affordable. I mean, when you're looking at Disney prices and you look at that price, you're like, oh my goodness. So if this hotel is legitimate, guys, this could be a fantastic option with a bigger family.
Right.
Or even a smaller family because you don't have to get the suite.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're really excited to explore it and also, honestly, to share all about it for you guys who are booking Disney vacations as well.
So like Justin mentioned, we are driving straight there in one day so that we could do an extra day in the park. So we will be doing a total of 4 days. So we got a park hopper between DCA and Disneyland. So
as we do.
Yes.
And some of you may ask if we're doing Lightning Lane. Usually how we do Disney is we don't actually buy Lightning Lane before. We kind of see how many rides we're able to ride, and then say like the day or two before we go home, we're like, hey, should we get Lightning Lane to finish out some of these rides we want to hit? So we kind of see how the vacation goes, how busy it is, all that before we purchase that. Because you have the option to purchase Lightning Lane when you buy your tickets, and we usually hold out on that because sometimes when you're there for 4 days, you're able to actually do quite a bit.
You are.
But there are some new things that we're really excited to do, and so we may need it, but we'll kind of see.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of brings it into the next part of this video.
Yes.
What are we excited to do in Disneyland?
Okay, we have a list, you guys, of some things we have not done, and we are very excited.
It's crazy. I feel like it hasn't been that long since you've been there, but I feel like it's been so long because of how much is there.
Yeah, which I love.
So
that's
let's talk
what brings you back every time, though, because we're like, great, now I have to come back and see this.
Yeah.
Great.
So let's talk
Thanks,
about
Disney.
Let's talk. Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about attractions first, and then we'll do dining.
Okay.
Okay.
So number 1, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is opening up in November.
Yeah.
Come on. So excited for this.
So excited.
Oh my gosh.
Because we haven't rode it.
Okay, I watched a little bit of the ride through for Disney World.
No, why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I just want to like see.
You don't do that. I love how we're vloggers and we're gonna show it, but like I like experiencing.
You like to be
myself.
surprised. I just need to know what to expect a little bit. So we are very, very excited for that. The boys are excited. I am going to bring my Splash Mountain t-shirt though. Well, I have a sweatshirt actually.
Dang,
just to be like,
That's hardcore.
I love
Lacey.
Splash Mountain still too.
That's hardcore. You're gonna wear that going down that ride?
I don't know, like going down the ride, but I have a really cool Splash Mountain sweatshirt. It's just nostalgic by this point.
Pretty
so
cool.
I mean, by this point, and the ride's not even open yet. Do you remember
people,
this ride, people?
People are gonna give you
back
looks.
in the day.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, we got a Karen.
We
got a Karen, guys." That's what they're gonna do.
I'm not gonna be like that. I'm just gonna be like, we still love you. We'll never forget you.
It's true.
So, anyways. Very excited to do that ride. I think, by the time we get there, it's still going to be in the time where they're going to be doing more of the virtual queue, I'm assuming.
We'll be
there 4 days. I really think we'll get on it, honestly, hopefully multiple times.
We'll figure it out. We're going to start day 1 with trying to get on the ride.
Getting on the virtual queue.
The virtual queue, and then so we'll have 4 days to do that, and if we have to get the lightning lane to get, a pass, whatever. I don't know what it's like, so we'll just kind of see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll get on there.
Excited.
I feel it in my bones.
Yes. Let's talk about the other thing that has opened up since we have been there and we have not seen yet.
Oh, yeah. Toontown.
You guys, Toontown, yes.
Toontown.
So Toontown was closed and they redone it. We are so excited. They have Mickey's Runaway Railway there.
Which we haven't rode that ride for a while.
We haven't because we didn't go on it.
Our last Walt Disney World trip.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to bring Junie to Toontown.
It's just nice because Disneyland's our home. That's our home park.
Yeah.
And so the fact that it's there, I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah.
We can experience it on our turf.
Right. Well, actually, I'm trying to think. I think the boys saw Toontown. Maybe Landon did when he was little.
I think Landon,
because the last time we went,
it
was closed. I know, so they're gonna be excited. But Junie especially, like to see Minnie and Mickey's house and go in there because she's all about.
And just the music in that section of the park is, hands down, some of my favorite music.
Yeah, so
it just brings me back to a kid.
Right.
You know.
But Junie calls Mickey Mouse
Maui. Which
hilarious.
There's Maui. I don't know, but
so I know.
She calls Donald Duck Donald perfectly.
She says it like
she saw Donald on my shirt today, and she's
Donald?
like, "Oh, Donald." I'm like, "Well, you can't say
and Maui
Mickey Mouse," but okay.
So that'll be really fun to see.
She'll be excited.
Her first experience of seeing the characters and Toontown and all of that. The other thing we have not seen yet is in DCA. They have the new Big Hero 6 San Francisco area.
I can't believe we haven't seen that yet.
So that'll be really cool. How they've redone that bridge over there, where it's it used to be Pacific Wharf, where you eat. So that'll be really neat. I'm excited to see that. And then just ride some of the rides that we didn't get to do in Disney World that they have in DCA and Disneyland. The boys love Spider-Man, so doing that. I'm excited to go back and just hit up all of our favorites. We did go on Pirates of the Caribbean in Disney World. No offense, Disney World people, but it's just so much better in Disneyland.
It is.
And I have heard Disney World people say that, so.
So those are the new things we're excited about, but honestly, some of the things I'm just excited for is getting a pickle before riding Indiana Jones or Pirates of the Caribbean. There's something about that. Mm-hmm. There's something about before you get in line, it's fresh in the morning. You're just walking through Main Street USA, loving life. Mm-hmm. You take the corner to go down to Adventureland, and you're like, okay, I'm going to get a pickle, then wait in line for Pirates or wait in line for Indy. I'm just saying, there's nothing, it's very traditional. I'm excited for that moment.
Yeah. Also, we were measuring the boys. I'm like, I'm just curious how tall you are, Tucker. And because for Indiana Jones, you have to be 48 inches. Yeah. Which I don't understand because the track system is very similar to Dinosaur in Animal Kingdom, and he was tall enough to ride that. But he's not tall enough to do Indiana Jones. He's almost there. So I'm like, maybe we'll get a little bit higher shoes.
Yeah.
Because he wants to go on that so bad. But Landon,
but it's funny though, because I remember when I was his age and I couldn't go on that.
I remember
Every
it too.
kid has had that moment.
I know.
So another thing that we're really excited about is starting November 1st, Christmas decorations are put up, but starting November 15th is when the Christmas festivities start. And we're going to be there after the Christmas festivities. And we're really excited because it's going to get us in the holiday spirit for Christmas. It's always one of my favorite times to see Disneyland is when it's decked out for Christmas. But everyone has to know, Lacey, are you excited for your Dole Whip? Everyone wants to know this question.
They don't want to know that.
They want to know it.
Of course I am. I'm very excited to get a Dole Whip. And a churro. And a Mickey pretzel.
And popcorn.
And, that a treat that's on my list that I never got is they have those macarons, they're Mickey shaped ones. They're red.
Oh, yeah.
We never got one of those.
They're red.
Yes.
Okay. Are they fruity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like raspberries in it.
Okay. Where do you get them at?
I believe it's at the Holly
Jolly?
your place you go to when you would get lost as a kid.
Yes.
If you guys know, we've talked about that. So that is something I've never had. There's my treat list.
I just want a corn dog.
And that too.
I want a corn dog.
Yeah.
I want multiple churros. It's going to be good. Okay,
Okay.
Now as for food, dining.
Yes.
These are some places that we have booked and also some places that there are no more reservations, but we're going to still try.
To get on a wait list.
And we're not sure if we're going to do all of these, but we have a lot of them booked just in case, but we'll just kind of see if we want to keep the reservations or not. So.
Right. So we'd like to do one dinner, but we're toying around if we want to make it more of just like a character breakfast or actual dinner. So we're going back and forth. So Blue Bayou, to start off, is one of our favorites. Reservations are always hard to get. We did get one. It's very late at night.
It's like 9:30 at night.
So we took it.
So
we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe you'll be in the mood.
Maybe we will, or maybe we can get on a wait list and get in earlier.
Yeah, so we'll see. Because last time we were there, it was closed. And so it's a great place. If you've never been to Blue Bayou, highly recommend it. But we'll see if we can find a better time, or if we're just going to be like, heck, let's hit the 9:30 p.m. for dinner, which I doubt it with kids, but we'll see.
The other place we're talking about is the Plaza Inn. They have a character breakfast there, so we'd love to do that. I think Junie would just love it, and it's right off of Main Street, so it would be really fun. Currently, they didn't have anything open, so we're going to see if we can get on a wait list for that one. But our backup for breakfast is Carnation Cafe, which is actually on Main Street. So we'll do a breakfast there, like if we can't get in.
Get some
Plaza.
Mickey waffles, and something about just being on Main Street, eating some breakfast.
Yeah.
Is nice. Mm-hmm. We also have reservations for Carthay Circle as well, and that's in DCA. We like that place a lot. Again, if we get into Blue Bayou, we'll probably cancel the Carthay, but I don't know. We'll kind of see. Maybe we'll get both. We don't know. We're just kind of having options. And also in DCA, we booked Lamplight Lounge, and then we also booked
Oga's Cantina over in Galaxy's Edge. So those are the reservations. I'm sure some will cancel, and maybe we'll get on the list for the Plaza Inn or Blue Bayou, so we will see what happens. So we were very excited to share this news with you guys today, as we shared at the beginning, and a lot of you guys have been asking if this was going to happen. So
we're going to squeeze it on in.
We are going to. So look forward to just content leading up until this, probably like packing videos and road trip stuff on what to pack for kids. So that'll be fun to do.
We do like a Disney video every Saturday. We do a lot of Disney cruise videos on Saturday, but it's really just kind of our Disney video on Saturday. So yeah, that will take place. But we also want to know what kind of content you want to see as far as specifically Disneyland goes. If there's something that you want to see in the park, or maybe even beforehand as we're getting ready, let us know, because we love to be able to help you guys when you're planning vacations. And that's really our angle with Disneyland, is because we don't live close to the park, obviously. And so it's just, being able to take a family and go vacation to Disney. And so we want to make sure that we're explaining and giving you guys all the resources to plan these trips as well. So let us know, so we can plan for that content while we're there. But yeah, we are very excited. In our next video coming up too, we're going to be talking about one of our favorite Disney strollers that we're going to be taking as well. We partnered up with Zoe. You guys, we've talked about them before, but we're partnering up with them during this trip too. So we'll talk about the stroller we're going to take for Junie. It's going to be some good stuff. We're very excited.
But thank you guys so much for watching. We were really excited to share this news with all of you, and like this video and ring the bell so you know when we have more videos coming out, and we'll see you on our next one. Bye.